coming back and gonna stay back.
Oh, damn.
Leave. They ain't never gonna stop.
Y'all know who it is. What's your name again?
They stay
Hero Mom. Hero Mom Artists.
Hello, my name's Nate. Well,
Turn the music
Thank you, Nate, for joining us again on our lovely podcast. We appreciate
of course,
your presence and your
Bless
input
you,
as
ladies.
always.
My grace.
Today,
Yeah,
we gonna pull from maybe
Yeah, that's what actually good.
put it in slow mo. Who edited this?
Signals for
I
that.
think it's really good.
we pulling from the vibes because it's been a minute. So this is our Let's Get Deep Friends Editions
Hard game.
card game.
I got you.
Y'all want deep or real deep?
Where's the other one?
It's right here. We got
Let's
very
start with
deep.
surface level.
We got deeper.
Surface level.
The icebreaker.
Yeah, let's start with the icebreaker one and then get into the next. One.
Okay.
Put some good kwee in there. Kwee juju. I would read that.
That's a lot, man. That's supposed to be friends.
You know we must be friends.
That's crazy. What is your favorite bar to go to? You said surface level. What is your favorite bar?
I don't have a favorite bar. Coyote Ugly.
My house.
Look for
They going heavy over there. Don't even need to drive home.
Right.
Our favorite bar. I feel like Vassar's got bomb drinks. Oh, that is a bar. I would
Oh,
say
yeah,
Vassar's.
okay.
Glassburst is a great drink spot. Not a plug for them at all. They're not paying us for this advertisement.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Not at all.
I really like
But y'all can
Vassar's.
drinking for them.
Chill vibe.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
We got games, you know, like that.
What about Sunset? I heard Sunset is like
Sunset
bad
used to
now.
be the
Sunset got a rap right now. I heard downtown in general got a rap.
New Year's, you didn't hear about that?
It wasn't there. It was they was arguing there, but that's not where she was.
I don't think
That's
so.
what they saying. That's
It
what the
wasn't.
owner of that sources. I mean, Sunset is saying.
No, the shooting wasn't there. That's where they got the fight at and got
Right.
kicked out, and then they was down the street at the school. It
Yeah.
was at the convenience store.
That's all I don't think they do.
That's what I'm thinking about businesses. Like when stuff happen, you get the rappers to
Right.
like having a business.
Sunset used to be the stuff.
That's
where
Sunset
we
used to be popular, but it's
I would
like-
still go, but
They little, yeah.
and then we were going. It was lit.
It was lit when they first opened because they didn't really have that many rules and regulations.
Yeah, it was fun.
I don't know.
Now they got a third. Like, it's a lot now.
Every weekend
Yeah.
type. But then, yeah, Fazos, because before Sunset opened, Fazos was popping.
Mhm.
And then everybody started going to Sunset, and everybody back at Fazos.
Yeah, it was
Also,
like
Fazos got more games. They got a dance floor.
Yeah,
The music
it's more
is better.
diverse. Yeah, the music is
Yeah,
better.
it's a lot more diverse.
That white boy that be DJing at Fazlers.
He be what?
Is it the one with the orange hair?
He be playing
I
that
think he was
shit.
blonde.
I think it's the same. I think it's the same person.
Zip glasses.
I don't know.
Yes.
If
yes,
it's DJ Tangerine, shout out to you, brother.
Yeah. Okay, we go
DJ
crazy.
cutting that shit up.
Somebody's calling.
I hope it's DJ Tangerine. He does post about us. You know.
Is it your mama?
Someone's
see that
giving us a
part.
phone call right now. We're trying to turn our heads to see. You don't know those emojis?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I always give people specific emojis. But oh, that's
I have specific emojis too, but I can't see.
Y'all do?
them.
Oh yeah, you
It's two
still
red
have
bars,
yours.
I think.
I'm on with it.
The
You're
brother
one.
person.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Oh, Lord.
Is that right? Is that right?
You got another person that's something?
I still do. I don't really
Oh,
change.
this is
it.
mine.
That's
I don't know why really, but
Second question.
she's being
Let's go.
childish.
What's the second question?
What is one sport you would never participate in?
Sport? I would never.
Swimming.
Oh damn.
Oh, that'd be a good one to participate in.
Yeah, it really would be a good
If I
one.
knew how to swim.
Hockey.
Hockey?
They
Yeah,
love
they be busting, they be fighting.
They'll fight.
They
And I'm not
with
skating
black
and playing at the
eyes.
same time.
bro, I'm not.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good
I-
one.
this is
I'm sorry,
awesome.
no. Why am I not box you with this?
No, they be pushing it, bro. No.
And then it's like, oh, for some reason, well, I don't know why every time I think about ice skates, I just think about somebody running over somebody's fingers.
Ooh,
trying to
yeah.
like if they fall.
But they have that on, but they still be in their ass. It's sad. Damn. Where do they go? Yo, what's
Yeah, and I say swimming because I can't swim, but I love the water.
I love the water too. So, like I said, if I knew how to swim, I would not participate in that sport. But I don't, so I might die.
Just float.
Water acrobatics, like the team ones where you be putting people on your shoulders and they be like up and down. Have you ever seen those routines?
Yeah,
It's pretty intense.
Those are, I love watching that.
They're great, but I was like, man, y'all just like the breathing, like the breathing techniques that you have to have for that, like, ridiculous.
Under the water, stand on your
I'm
shoulders.
telling you, like, and you're holding your breath while holding someone while you're already underwater.
That's a
I'll
lot.
be underwater.
Like,
Breathing strength, core strength.
Yeah. Kind of trail they would have to do. That's insane.
Yeah, one sport I've always wanted to do though would be like rugby. I thought would be fun, but pole vaulting. I've always wanted to be a pole vaulter. It's where you run.
That was fun, but no.
It's
I'd be
like,
scared.
it's like a high
Like,
jump.
okay.
It's like a high jump, but with a pole.
Yeah.
You know,
They be lifting themselves up there.
Oh my gosh, dude! Like I used to watch the Olympics, and this guy like set a world record, and I mean, they're like some people can get as high as like 3, 4, 5 foot story building. This is
That's
insane.
amazing. With that stick.
Oh my gosh!
They be out too.
They be running.
I've always wanted to do that. I thought that would be so much fun. Oh, the question, Quisha. What is your favorite thing to eat for breakfast?
French toast.
I cannot friend the first time
She
I do.
acting like-
She love that French toast.
French toast is good.
I think eggs over easy toast with turkey bacon, y'all. I got to the tea. That's what I eat that a lot. I don't know why. Oh, with some avocado on the side.
Avocado toast.
Baby, I will never get over that
Yeah.
avocado toast you
That
had.
was the best.
With the
Really?
cornbread.
Oh, I'm going. Sorry, guys.
Oh shit.
Do not
Keeping it all.
But no, that shit was so good. What was it called?
Avocado toast.
No, the restaurant we went to.
You don't have to just figure it
Something
out.
steak.
It was two places.
I will look back at the vlog. Don't worry about it. You my vlog
The
did.
vlog.
I recorded.
That's your favorite thing to eat.
I mean, when I was a kid, I used to love bacon. Just like that was one of the things I just loved about breakfast. But I don't know, breakfast is like the thing that I make, like that I used to make a lot as a kid. But I don't really know if there's one thing I love having for breakfast. But I'll say this much: when I was a kid, we used to go to like a Christmas function for my mom, and she worked at a hospital, and they used to have like a buffet of just like all breakfast foods, and they used to have like the the bacon that like the good bacon that they used to serve back in the day at the hotels. Oh my god, and it would just be like just laid on top of like I just would get plates of bacon because it was just that good. Oh my god, it was so good. And it wasn't thick, like it was soft still, but it was cooked well, and it wasn't like too thick, so it's just like you could eat so many strips of them.
I can't eat that much turkey bacon like that. I be putting bacon. I prefer it over sausage.
Yeah.
I prefer sausage.
One thing I hate cooking for breakfast is sausage. I hate cooking, not like sausage links, but like sausage patties or anything like that.
Oh, now
I
the
hate
sausage
cooking for
patties.
breakfast. I hate cooking that for breakfast.
Growing up at a Baptist church, they had
Oh,
breakfast
come on,
every
Baptist.
morning. So they had the sausage patties with the eggs and the grits and the bacon.
And it was over
Grits.
with.
Oh, I forgot about grits.
How could you miss breakfast at church? That's a free meal, and it was good.
I like a good scrambled egg with some sausage.
Like sausage links, sausage patty, Gotta get
It really
specific.
don't matter.
either or. I prefer to cook wings over patties, but the patties taste better. Like crazy.
do.
With some plain potatoes.
Ooh,
You do like a potato.
I do.
that potato's good though.
It's my favorite food.
what she went through.
When my uncle passed, you know, he had the book, so my mom gave it to me.
You were reading it?
No, I haven't read this in that box that I bought his stuff in.
I'm gonna have to read that because that sounds.
I don't know. I don't. The thing is, they all my family because they basically was just like everybody buy your own books, which you know just support, but also like to have your own opinion. That's your book. That you can write and you know highlight whatever you want. Because everybody was just like, because my mama had one, and I was like, oh, let me read your book. She was like, no, you're gonna have to get your own. But like everybody like read your own book.
Yeah.
They have the same book, but yeah, so I'm about to start reading that. So we'll see.
That's interesting. I always like with your experience and stuff, and you writing a book
It's
about
like
that.
we talk about how much stuff people hid back then. Not even that's gonna be in the book, but just like how much stuff people did not think of themselves.
Yeah.
So it's like
Ooh,
what they went
yeah, that's gonna be
through,
good.
her marriage, and all of those things. So
It's different because it's about your family.
Family, yeah.
You're like, wow, why?
When did this happen?
Right.
I need some backstory to this.
Let us know how that
Yeah.
so I just got that
interesting.
when my uncle passed because he had it. So I took it to the house, but I ain't ready yet. So we'll see. We'll see.
The last, I haven't finished this book, but I'm reading it currently. It's called Think and Grow Rich.
Think and Grow Rich.
It's like a mindset book essentially, but also like a lot of it has to do with just like what you manifest, I think. And last year I just reflected on like the power of your tongue and like what you speak, and so I think just finding ways to pursue what it is you're looking for and find avenues and support system like books to get you there, because it's like everybody's like, oh, I want to be rich, but like when I say rich, it doesn't just mean like financially. So yeah, that's what I would read.
Rich in life.
Finish it. You are a badass. I forgot the author.
That's the one I was reading. That's the one. My bad. Sorry.
No, it didn't hurt.
I was like, what is it? It was like a self-care, like motivational type. Yeah, you got the actual book. Yeah, the hard one. I said I was listening to you. So
It's
I
so
got that
good.
book. I'm like, this is white lady. I can't remember her name.
I just like tones. I don't know if I can like listen to you. Like
I'm
I'm
listening to it too.
I listen and I read depending on my mood, but yeah, she's like the tone of her voice. Like I can pay attention because I lose track quick. That's just me.
It's not.
It's
She's
like
not monotone. She's like has some kind of expression to it.
Right.
So it helps.
it's like she's telling her story in a sense. I don't know.
I like audios like that. I've never been interested in like listening to someone read, but I am like I want to try it out. I'm
It
just
helps
so
if
like
you're
want
like
to
a
get
busy
myself
person.
in, you know.
It helps when you're busy, like, because it's just like listening to music. Like,
Because you got
gotta
a book,
flash.
so you read it while she's reading.
Depends. Like, but it just depends on my mood. But I have before. But usually,
I feel like I can do that. Like,
if I'm doing
read
something,
around a book, yeah.
right. But if I'm doing something, I'll listen to her.
Yeah.
I think I'll probably be able to do that instead of reading alone. Yeah.
It's too. I think it helps. And me personally, it helps me understand stuff a little bit better. The way that when people say stuff a certain way, because like you can have a conversation.
Right.
I'll prefer to have that conversation so I can get a little bit more of understanding.
I used to listen to it when I was driving,
Yeah.
like Uber and
Bars,
stuff.
especially 30 minutes, then that'll get
Yeah,
you.
it took me like 3 or 4 days to listen to the whole book,
Yeah.
and it's like it was. How many chapters was it? It's like 15 chapters, maybe. I don't remember, but it was a really good book.
I'm
Before
trying to
that, I
get
was
the gist of it. Is it just, I forgot. I know one she has about making money as well, so I don't want to get them too mixed up. But I think You Are a Badass is just realizing like who you are
speaking
and
like
stuff like
to
that.
yourself, not
Right.
giving a
Right.
Before that, I was reading Mike Todd's relationship.
So I have that one at home.
I was reading that, but I didn't get through it. I think
Yeah,
that's my
relationship
favorite.
dealing with like any relationship.
I think it's just kind of like surface level of like yourself dealing with that, like kind of explain some of the stuff that he did and kind of went through, you know, like because they've been together they were together for so long, but they are still, but and then just like pinpointing like different topics
aspects
of a relationship.
Okay.
And
I
not
like him
necessarily,
because I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I would say just not necessarily like romantic all the time. It was just like just relationships in general.
So yeah, that would be dope too.
What were you saying?
Oh no, I was
Before you cut her
saying.
off.
Hey,
I was saying that he is really good. Like other than other like pastors and stuff, he really speaks well because you understand him a little bit more from pastors, like Bishop T.D. Jakes. You know, I can understand him a little bit, but I prefer to.
He's more modernized. Yeah. He makes it more relatable. That's why I do like listening to him. Yeah. Because it's like, don't preach at me. Like, let me get my word from what you're saying. Like, let me take it, my perspective on it. Don't preach at me. And he makes it like, he makes the word a little bit more understandable because he has the analogies and things, and he ties it to his relationships and things like that. Yeah. Like, he's very like hands-on with the things that he's explaining to get you to understand what he's saying. And I like that about him. But that's true. My question is, are you always late, early, or on?
Ooh.
To work, baby, I be on time lately. I
I know
guess
the answer for most of y'all. I know the answer for most of y'all. I know the answer for most of y'all.
We be a little bit late.
What Quisha say? What you answered?
I'm always. Let me take always out. I prefer to be on time.
Prefer to be. The
yes.
question was.
Are you always late, early, or on time? I can't say always because sometimes those factors depend on other people.
Yes.
But if it's me by myself, I'm always on time.
And then actually you said.
If it's at work.
You gotta think about it.
I feel like at work I'm on time, but like I'm gonna just say I'm late. Yeah, but at work it's on the
Can you repeat the question?
I'm late.
You heard them.
But like at work I'll be
always
late,
early, or on time.
Late. I'm just go late.
Yeah, I'll be late all the time, and the thing is like it don't even be intentional. You know, like I really be planning stuff out on how I'm gonna make it work.
So Papa,
And then time gets the best of me. I'll do one thing and I just feel like it's gonna take the longest before I get to it.
I think we need to pass
But aren't you
somebody that's gonna be on time.
I mean, you can have it if you want.
Get in here and
But don't you be work on time for like work?
Yeah, I be on time for
work.
But I do get what Malika is saying because if it's not work or whatever, time do be passing by pretty fast.
I don't know. I'm not making. The thing is, I ain't making no excuses myself. Like I know that I'll be late. I said I'm trying to do better.
Yeah.
I ain't saying that's right.
Really
I
hard
just
sometimes.
feel like
She's
I'm
working on it.
I'm a show up. Y'all know that. Sometimes some stuff ain't even worth it to be on time for. But I'm gonna do better for the things that I'm told. Moving on. Yeah, you definitely got it. Nate?
Oh yeah, Nate is definitely someone who likes to be on time. I like to be early too, but definitely like to be on time for sure. The thing is, and as you were referring to yourself, like when it's me, baby, I'm on it. Like I ain't got no issue. I know how much time I got, how much time I need. But it's like when other people are, and even like a great example is when we went to maybe like Houston or Dallas. Maybe say like we didn't have our day planned out right, and we were just thinking about things to do. Like certain things took longer than we anticipated. And not to say I knew that, but like I anticipated those things taking longer. And so it's just like, you know, not everything always has to be on time for. So.
It's the arm on the knee.
I cannot deal.
But yeah, no, for sure. I also feel like, you know, as I get older, there are things that you just like, just with like car wrecks and things, just trying to be more cautious about like your transportation. So sometimes when I like rush, I don't always mean to rush because I'm like trying to leave, but just like you want to be cautious of like the distance you travel, like how you feel. There's a lot of things you want to just take into consideration. So yeah.
And my thing is, as far as like other people's, like being on time for other people, like I'm really big on
like shouting out.
Don't waste my time. I'm not gonna waste your time, so I'm gonna be on time if I need to be on time. And I would hope that you're on time if I need you to be on time. But
yeah, sorry. One more thing I'll say is I also feel like as I get older, and this is a great question to start about time, like everyone evaluates time differently, and so I do think that because like even in dance, there are times that people have us show up like I've been like had to show up 5-6 hours before I'm even warming up to dance an hour and a half later, and so it's just like you've now wasted 7-8 hours of your day. And like sometimes I do feel as though like those schedules, especially with like just referring to dance, that it inhibits you a little bit, or like it almost like doesn't allow you to be the best you could be in the performance or in the event of whatever you're doing, because you're so like you need to be here at this time, and then now you have like 5 hours where you could just be doing something else more efficient with your time or your day or whatever. So yeah, I did a project that pretty much just made me realize that you can do a lot within a short amount of time as well if it's planned out properly.
Yeah, because I'm not saying by any means, I know that me being late all the time is horrible, you know.
Accountability.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always taken accountability for being late. I ain't nothing I ain't gonna leave mine about. It ain't no problem. But it is like sometimes you can be pulled in so many directions.
For sure.
And you know, you just gotta work on it, and I'm working on it. I'm working on how to balance. That is one of the biggest things, is finding the balance and how to give yourself time, to other people's time, and maintenance the time. Because sometimes it's like, all right, I feel like I got 5 hours before this, so let me wait 2 hours before I start doing my makeup, and then it's like my makeup go on, and then now I gotta redo everything, and like it's just always something whenever I rush, and that just makes me later. So me being very aware and just trying to do things 2 hours early.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You can't be perfect in every aspect of your life.
Yeah.
Agree.
That you agree with that?
I'm on time for work.
Oh, okay, got it.
I'm on time for
But,
work.
That's the only thing.
I'm working on it too.
Ashley, is this your question? This is a deep question or is that still?
This is deep.
Okay.
Who is the most?
We did not get one.
Who is the most fun drunk from the group?
Who is what?
You dropped this one on the floor.
Fun
Girl, that is
drunk.
You think it was?
Why'd you be worse than the first one you did? Who was the first one you did?
Something about being in a clique. I was never in a clique.
Oh my mama. Who's the most fun drunk from the group? I would say Malika, because I never seen her in that light.
Yeah.
Drunk.
All the time. Of course, we all are. Well, I'm mostly loud, but I like seeing her
In that element.
In that element.
Yeah.
Because we don't turn
The
up
thing is,
as
Malika
much.
be fucked up way longer
Before,
than we expect her to be fucked up.
Before we get to the house, she be like, y'all shot behind.
Yeah.
And we be like,
It's like they can't spit on the starter.
definitely can't.
But I be excited though. I do agree. I was
Yeah.
for real. Like
I just
was
think it
like-
gives you a sense of just like you just don't really care, you know.
Mhm.
Like not necessarily don't care about the world, but just like you're a little bit more
Relaxed.
relaxed,
Yeah.
and just alright, it is what it is. You know?
You all agree, Malika?
I would say, because, you know.
Well,
I was gonna say
Ashley, because
Wow.
y'all know we like to cut up. So.
Why me? I don't be doing
Because the thing is,
that.
I'm fun, but I don't get crazy.
Oh, what?
I'm like, there's levels to it. I mean, can we do this? You know, like,
I feel like that gives me the green light to cut up. So I'm like,
I can get wild, but I don't get crazy. I can get wild, but I don't get crazy. See, that's there we
I don't know
go.
if I've ever really seen you two. I've seen Quisha maybe drunk, question mark. I've seen you tipsy. I don't think I've seen you all drunk.
Shit.
I can never get as drunk as I want to get because I'm always driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen you two drunk more. Not more, but like when we say this question, I would also agree you two just because I see you all more. Like,
And like I said, Ashley is cutting up, that means I can cut up.
yeah.
I'm gonna cut up regardless.
Right,
With
she
y'all.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with whatever energy y'all on, and if we
Okay.
out, I know that
Because
we
if
out.
I'm spot down.
We actually be trying to play games.
Because that's the thing too. Like, even though I'm fun when we out, I'm still aware. So like, I'm not gonna get. I don't get crazy
don't,
like the dancing
yeah,
and the
that-
extra. Like, see, that's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like
I be
I
cutting
still
out.
got boundaries.
Her ass.
That shit.
She do.
She'll do a light twerk and
Yeah,
stuff, and then
that-
she'll come back up.
I say that for elsewhere. That ain't for that.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah,
Buzz
that's
down.
true.
I'm so
Speed
embarrassed. I
up
don't
and bring that shit down.
That's what
All of this
We did
thing.
it when we went last time, and you was just like, I got a drink. Me and Ree went to dance and came back. It was
Be on that dance floor.
Okay. She was about to Yeah, Thunderclap.
I'm a run
Thunderclap.
off. I'm sorry.
Thunderclap.
Struggle child. I'm a run
No,
off.
but for real,
Yeah.
Gotta go.
I feel like when it comes to
Somebody
certain
I know.
songs, when it comes to certain songs and them hood songs come on, we could be
You know, motherfucking
looking at our ass.
You're like, why?
Cause that shit
It get confrontational real quick.
I would if you could switch places with one of your friends today, who would it be and why?
Today? Further than
You said 4th of May?
If you could switch places for the day with one of your friends, who would you choose and why?
Well, they
Oh
go.
yeah, honestly, I don't know.
What kind of question is that, girl?
I feel like my friends that's not here.
Got that as like.
I mean, if I would say like to experience like how to do makeup or like how y'all work behind the scenes, like business wise, I'll be interested in that.
I was gonna say I wouldn't mind everybody, only to get a different perspective on how y'all's day to day is.
Especially running y'all business. That's oh my god, it's different. It's different from all of us, you know. So I mean, that'd be curious to see how that be.
Honestly, I was
How that be?
I would take Ashley's place.
Why?
I feel like you're interested. Yeah, you be doing stuff.
girl.
I'm about to do this.
Like, you be acting
Bro,
crazy,
I'm
but then you're very
chill.
emotional, and then it's just
I thought it
like,
was.
how you be?
emotional as hell.
And then it's been like you be doing stuff that like you would think someone wouldn't do who is emotional like you know,
Well,
and or the decisions you be making.
Yeah.
I would say like you.
But like, what makes your mind go? And
Y'all think
like,
I don't know if I should feel offended.
I think you should. I'm just saying because then it gives perspective of like, oh, okay, this is how the person thinks.
Yeah.
How they go about things, why they go about things this way.
Your guess is good as mine. You know?
You know?
I don't know.
Who would you switch this with?
I don't know. Like, I'd like to see what you all's lives are like, but like one person that comes to mind right now, he's not like my friend, but I met him through college and dance, and he lives in the UK. And he dances with this like cool theater, and they do like opera, dance, singing, and music and instruments all as like one collaboration. And he always posts these videos of just him doing like improv, but they did a show and they had this like huge carpet. It was like a family setting pretty much. It was like in a house and they were like dancing and doing all this stuff. But oh my gosh, like I would definitely love to experience what it's like, one, living there, because he lives in the Netherlands, and it's just beautiful there in general, like the scenery, the greenery, like the nature. And then he is just like amazingly talented. That group is in general, like it's a really prestigious group to get into. So yeah, I would be interested to see what that's like, because they do just some beautiful work. And then one other person is, she has a husband and she's like a freelance artist, but she danced in Israel. And like for context, dancers in Israel, like that is their full-time job. Like they get paid like a really good full-time salary to do so, and maybe not a good full-time salary, but they get paid kind of a full-time job to dance. And they're called the Batsheva Dance Company. And they are incredible dancers and just movers, and all of the like gestures they create is all through like concepts in your mind and like textures and feelings and whatnot. But yeah, no, it's super cool, and all of the stuff they do is really meaningful too. So it like makes an impact on their culture, and everyone in Israel essentially like supports them because they love the work that they produce.
That's really cool.
It is dope. I'd love to go experience that for a month. It's intense, but it's definitely like nothing I've ever seen before.
Sounds interesting.
I'll just think about clip or something.
Traveling and stuff, just experience.
For sure.
It's the nature. The
Yeah, for
elements.
sure. It's
Bruh,
I think I've seen
Beautiful.
videos and
I mean, amazing. Amazing. Also, like in that part of the UK, you're so close to Europe and stuff. So like us going to Dallas and then going to London or
Right.
going to Madrid or going to like Spain and going to fucking Korea. Like I'm telling you.
Y'all spoke to our friend from Mexico. What's his name?
Daniel.
Daniel.
I talked to Daniel like
Like
literally
Instagram.
last month.
Really?
I need to say
He
what's
was
up.
just like, I miss you guys.
He's so cool.
Instagram model. He reminded me of Prince Charming from Shrek.
He literally is super close to baby.
Yeah.
It's silly, but do you believe we'll discover aliens in our lifetime? They're already here.
They're existing. You know?
I think we'll discover. Like, here's my thing.
Something.
Okay, I don't know. Like everybody's, I think concept of aliens are very vast and different. But I'm gonna say two things. I definitely believe that they're living organisms. I'm not gonna say beings, but organisms, lives that live outside of our galaxy, because like our world is infinite in terms of science. And then I'm talking about in terms of like Earth, we have only discovered like maybe 20% of the world's ocean. And if you think about land, from like not the pyramids, but like the pyramids, for example, were much taller, or certain civilizations like the seven world's wonders, I believe is what they're called. But pretty much sea level just continues to rise. So I think that it's quite possible we have people living like even underwater, like encapsulated in their cities or encapsulated in like their tunnels and stuff.
That's
And
crazy.
yeah, it's so great. Like, I mean, there's like ventilation systems. Like, there are literally underground, you could call them properties, so to speak, that could house like 20,000 people. Could house like livestock. It has ventilation in it. It has like a running water system. Like, it's insane the amount of structures that have been built that like we haven't even
Somebody
discovered.
just said something about how do they build these underwater.
We be thinking that all the
Yeah.
time.
It's like just construction too. Like,
Yeah.
I saw that on Twitter.
It's like,
Have you guys seen Stranger Things? That's
Like that.
My brother said
basically,
it's so good.
it's like their world flipped upside down. So underwater world or something. It's something like that, but it's
I think it's called the Down Under or something.
yeah, something like that. It's getting real good.
Yeah. It's there's a lot of I don't know. There's a lot of theories you can talk all day about like different life forms and stuff. But I do definitely think that there are, because there's even animals that we haven't discovered in our ocean, for example. So it's quite possible a human or another living species is down there too.
Okay. Have you ever stolen anything?
Ooh,
What
stealing
and
ass.
when?
Stole? My brother snacks all the time. In the middle of the night, he's sneaking in there.
I used to be a klepto.
Kleptomania.
I never stole something.
What would you steal?
Everything.
Give us some examples.
So we used to hit Walmart
Oh wow, Waluigi.
with big ass purses.
Snatching
Broke
that
college
shit.
students trying to make a way. It got to the point to where we was stealing like the shit that we needed. We sold deodorant, poultry, shit like that. And then once we stocked up and bulk on all of that,
Not
Yeah.
stocked up in
Okay, because you gotta get that
was
first.
making licks.
You can't hit links with a dirty body.
Not with a
like, so once we got stocked up with that, you know, those double packs of deodorant and shit, you got
Okay.
3, 4, 5 of those.
10 of them, because you need it.
You know, you can never have
Is that what Walmart is 24 hours?
You got 10 armpits, so.
Yeah, we probably one of the
You got
richest
some.
ones. But it got to the point to where we was taking orders for people.
Oh,
So
man.
y'all were boosters.
I should have got me a
Walmart.
But
TV.
we wasn't selling it. They just like, y'all
Oh.
going to Walmart? I need this.
Y'all was gonna have to give me some
Y'all
too.
still for free?
I'm like,
Well, you don't
yeah,
still
I was-
pay.
But I mean, you still
Oh, like for
sell.
other people.
No,
I
we
see.
wasn't selling the sale.
Because if you go to Jordan, you want to
Because we all broke. We all
Well,
in the same,
in the same place. So
And
we
we
doing it
need a
anyway.
dollar.
We're not grabbing it.
I trade. If you give me a pack of noodles, I'll
You know what? I need some sleep with my noodles. All the sleep.
We got caught at Target though.
Yeah, wrong place to get caught.
Wrong place to get caught. Well, they got caught at Target. I didn't get caught because I didn't need nothing from Target. It's funny. So they let me go.
Okay.
But they was like, you, go there. Yo, come with us.
Go so supportive.
Baby, I can
To the front.
They went to jail.
Damn.
I went to my dorm and cried.
Caught up. Got me
Were they chasing them?
God. No, they had secret shoppers.
Were the secret shoppers chasing them to?
No, we just like casually walked out of Target and they stopped us at the door.
Where I'm
Not so
from,
casual,
baby,
it sounds like.
my friends
Not so
were
casual, it sounds
We
like.
were red. They would have got
No,
away.
we literally was like saying bye to the people that we knew that worked in there, like, bye y'all, see y'all later. Walked literally out the door in that breezeway that Target has.
Yeah.
They stopped, they came from
How many?
Oh, yeah.
How many?
Stop right motherfucking now. Blast
And
your
how many
shit.
of y'all? I would have been out of there with my son. I would have secured the fuck out of there.
Secure that.
Oh my God. I would have secured the fuck out of there.
you don't know what's gonna happen.
Y'all already got the stuff. Y'all need to run.
Two people? Yeah, I'll push your ass down. I'm sorry.
You know what? One time, I got still. I was like in elementary, or maybe I was in middle school.
This nigga name.
And I had on a sweatsuit, and I was at the little convenience store, right? I was trying to steal one candy bar. And I'm like, oh, you know, not big about it. And the thing about it, y'all, is I was already buying something else. So the thing is, I put it in there. I get to the counter, I'm trying to pay for the one thing I'm paying for. And he was like, oh, give me that too. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he was like, oh, I see you put the candy in your, like in your jacket or whatever. And I'm like, no, I don't. So then I'm just like, I'm trying to leave. But they used to have them automatic lock doors. So the door was locked. And then I'm like, you
He could have let you out of there.
girl, I said, you can have your key. I was like, you can have your key back. Like, literally let me out of here and like shaking the door.
Take it.
I ain't never.
She was up.
I'm probably like,
You probably didn't even get what you bought for, huh? Let's
When I
pull
say
that
y'all, I was so next girl, I ain't never even been to that little convenience store ever in my life again. I ain't never stole nothing else. I thought I was gonna go to jail for stealing some candy. Because he was like, if you don't put it back, we're gonna call the police. And the thing is, you already got the door locked.
Yeah, kept your ass there.
And the thing is, my cousin had just walked out of there. Well, they was on the outside, I was on the inside.
Oh my god.
Oh, with some candy.
That's crazy.
You know, you live and you learn, stop stealing.
Yeah, don't steal. My cousins, I was scared of my mom, y'all. Like, she didn't play that. So, if I know I'm with, like, a group of friends, we not getting caught. My cousin, we definitely not getting caught. If we gotta split up,
Niggas is gone.
we splitting up, but I'm not leaving my snacks. Like, I came here. We came here. We came here for what we want, and we're gonna get them. Don't steal, y'all, because I was scared, but I had my friends. I was not.
But she needed them lifesavers.
Some flowers, my hot chips.
I need all of it.
No,
Yeah.
don't steal, y'all.
When I was a kid, I'll never forget this. Because my mom, I would always be like, "Can I have this candy? Can I have this?" You know, kids just always ask for stuff. And there was one time like she didn't get it from me, so I just like kind of looped back, got the candy, secured it, and you know we went back home. And at the time, we used to have these like wooden beds. They were just like twin wooden beds, and they had like a little bit of lift under them. And I shared a room with my brother at the time, so they were side by side, and I was under, like halfway under one of them, and like just sitting there. And they were sweet tarts, like the soft chews. Okay, but they were the ones that used to be like hard on the outside, but soft on the inside. So they just like dissolve as soon as you bite into them. They're just like chewy. So it's so good. I was eating those, and she was like, "Nate, what are you eating? Or what are you doing?" I was like, "Oh no." She could hear the wrapper, and then I got in trouble for stealing. And I don't think I stole it after that as a kid. But yeah, no, it was not a good time. It's chilling.
Yeah.
Candy was good, but
Yeah,
It was worth it.
it'd be good.
Last question.
Kids.
Have you ever left a drunk text, Snapchat, or voice message for anyone and what did it say?
definitely.
Where you at?
Shit,
Voice
what?
message?
No voice message.
I don't
never
voice
did
message.
that.
No voice message.
Nah, cause I don't want you to see the picture later. I might send you a text and be like, what you doing? You up right now? I'm trying to see you.
I'm definitely sending the what you doing text message.
Yeah.
If I'm drunk.
You might get the looking eyes.
Y'all know
What
me.
do I do?
That's why I don't like drinking, because if I'm like, what is that? I get to texting people that I shouldn't.
Ooh, don't let me see you out.
Girl.
You can get it during the event. Like,
I see
What you on after this?
What you on after this?
you already know. You already know.
They be like, nah, what you on? I'm finna pull up at your house.
Boy, that's dangerous.
Okay,
They
so
go.
since we've all done those things, what do you feel like is the craziest message you've sent?
I feel like I've
I
seen
don't
the
feel like I'm
crazy
sending any
Yeah.
crazy messages.
Y'all just be like, what you doing?
Literally, because I be so.
If he already talking in my ear, I might say a little something here and there, like.
We fucking up with this.
Yeah.
I feel like,
With the person knows you know what time it is. You know what time it is.
It's crazy.
I'm only texting you for one thing. So
What did you say?
Yeah.
Quisha.
Malika be trying to act all innocent.
No, I
She-
don't.
Oh,
She
no.
the worst one out of all of us.
Whoa.
Not the worst.
I wouldn't say that.
I would say the worst.
No, I don't really be like
You don't really
saying
send text.
nothing. I feel like I feel like sometimes conversation is before you get to that point, and then it's like you kind of already know what it is,
Yeah.
or it's like sometimes it's just like where you at type.
Just that
Sometimes the previous conversation that had led up to the drinking point, sometimes they fall asleep or they don't respond, and now you gotta back up.
I don't know. It goes like that.
Yeah, most of mine.
They gonna y'all.
Yeah, I done had a couple of them.
He on the way when I'm on my way. I'm like, hold on, let me take a shower first. I'm gonna wait outside.
Or it's like I'm gonna leave it on a lock type. Like
Yeah.
It can leak.
And the door unlocked. Oh, I got basketball shit. The door unlocked.
It's a lot.
At my old house, I had to use the crack the door because it was one of those automatic like 10-second locks.
Ah,
Lock
shit.
automatically. I'm like, the door's cracked. Like,
The door is cracked.
I was like,
Doors cracked and my ass cracked. Okay. Come get you some of this ass cracked.
Shit.
but yeah, my
Doors unlocked.
That's
I'm gonna
crazy.
be like in her Lord.
But yeah, they be knowing what time it is. If you fall asleep, I'm not contacting you again.
yeah.
Cause why you falling asleep?
You knew I
You
was
ain't that
coming.
tired.
Yeah.
I know you got
You
Oh, that shit is.
Lay
Oh
Spit all
my
day.
God. Tell us what y'all.
yeah, I be trying to refrain from those things.
Yeah, the back
I used to like sometimes like if we went out, I would just like leave my phone in the car, or I would just leave my phone if I feel like I was gonna do that.
That's good.
Like, cause sometimes it don't be work. Like, it can be, but also it's like sometimes you must message them or something. It don't be worth it.
That's the only time they gonna get
You
this.
backtracking.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to backtrack.
Yeah.
I do.
Backtrack.
Well, you guys, that sums up our game today. Thank you, Nate, for participating.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Knight.
Alright, you guys, make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms that will be linked in the description box below. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to this motherfucking channel.
And we'd like to thank our special guest for coming today.
Always.
Always a pleasure having Nate and
You like shit.
us answering all the questions. Let us know down below any comments or thoughts on any of the questions that we answered today.
And let us know if you guys enjoyed this episode. Tune in to episode 7 coming soon, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
See you later.